and zoom back in for what, game number 1, 2, 3, 4. Halfway there. Number 8, Notre Dame heads down to South Florida to take on the Miami Hurricanes, the Catholics versus the Convicts, resurrected. Whew. Are the Hurricanes going to be able to play 4 quarters with the Irish? That is a big question that I have, at least going into this one. You guys, we're going to see CJ Carr for the first time start for the Irish. He's going to be more of a Sam Hartman than a Riley Leonard style QB, which is going to be more entertaining, a lot more touchdowns, and a lot more effective through the air. I think Riley Leonard was kind of the pro and cons of him. You know, he had that big body to move the ball in kind of must first down, get the ball past that first down marker scenarios, but it wasn't the best when he had to, move the ball down the field against a very good secondary. Sam Hartman, he let the ball fly. Obviously, he had a great time down there in Wake Forest, and then transferred over to Notre Dame and kind of moved his style over really well. And then even had Andre Estime, who's in the NFL. CJ Carr has Jeremiah Love, who's going to be one of the best running backs in the country. Kind of a similar kind of scenario, and that's why we're leaning more of a Sam Hartman kind of QB than a Riley Leonard one. A cool thing that's happening, I think, for this game is Notre Dame secondary finally gets to play Carson Beck, who was, slated to play at least in that first round game in last year's college football playoff. Got hurt at the end of the SEC championship game. Unfortunately, Gunnar Stockton got the start for Georgia, and kind of the reason why the Bulldogs didn't have much of a chance against Notre Dame. The Irish have one of the best secondaries in general, especially the last 2 seasons, putting up great numbers, going up against elite competition. And Carson Beck, I would say, is maybe right outside the elite area. I'm still questioning his in-game ability of, getting rid of the ball, taking a sack. He had a lot of issues against elite opponents last season. I'm expecting it to continue this year, but he does have an excellent offensive line in front of him. Francis Mauigwai, who's going to be one of the top tackles off the board in next year's draft. A couple of other decent offensive linemen in front of him, protecting him. Not a top 10 offensive line that he was dealing with last season, even though they probably fell out of the top 10 later on, especially with injuries. This time around, decent offensive line. Can he deliver? We'll see. I'm not favoring him. And then another big thing to ask is, can the Miami front 6 manage the Irish running game? We already brought up Jeremiah Love, but there's also Jadarian Price. Just an amazing running attack with the number 10 offensive line here at your Sports Outpost. Gotta love that ground game, the ground and pound Notre Dame brings to all their opponents. That's what won them last year's game in College Station on the road in SEC country against Texas A&M. I most likely think that this is also going to be the reason not only why they win down at Hard Rock Stadium, but is the reason why they kind of run away with it. So Notre Dame wins, I think, by 17 points. Yeah, a big points difference, because they're only favored by 2.5. I just do not believe that. I think they're going to more than cover that, and then absolutely just tear the Miami Hurricanes apart, as the Catholics versus Convicts going to go the Catholics' way here in week 1. Let us know who you think is going to be winning this one as we keep moving